Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you. 8.3 official date. We've got some Q&A and some other possible pieces coming, maybe partial essence. We'll get into that. All right, right up next here, weekend update. Here we go, holiday edition weekend update. Oh my goodness. First off, happy holidays for those that celebrate it over here in this part of the world and or other parts if you still celebrate it all throughout the world as well. And we have some official Dr. Fox here back with you. Cat's over there, aka Mora. 8.3 is officially going to launch us for North America January 14th. Officially has a date. EU will be the 15th. Then the raid schedule will slowly come after that as well. Warcraft 3. Remember that? I remember getting the mount a while back. That little meat cleaver type mount there. And I was like, that's cool. Might be a long time before I see that game. Or at least the Reforged version. Official release date also January 28th. And what we were mentioning briefly there, the rank 3 Lucid Dreams, what's kind of neat is it's going to finally cross over to other characters, and in this case, not really in some aspects. That's explained a little bit better. If I'll put the link for Hazelnuttygames when she covers her in depth about that as well in one of her weekend events. Winter Veil is officially underway. Hope you're able to get all those things I plugged away on the Alliance side. And then the Horde side, and when I got near the last few characters, I was all excited. I finally got the Hearth Station. That was the final toy that had eluded me last year. So I officially had it drop this year, and I'm very, very excited to see. And that was through the Stolen Pets in retail. Now, the good news is for you classic folks out there, yes, there is also Winter Veil underway for that. There's definitely some little goodies there as well for you in Classic. I hope you have an opportunity to check that out as well. You can probably see here from the screen that I'm not only sitting on my B mount. Of course, many of you had seen that as well. But you might recognize an old area here. I call it TB in this case. It's BH. But it's Talbarard, or for those that know that I tend to botch it. That's how I pronounce it. So I call it TB for short. So I've been out here grinding away, and you might be very, very excited to know that I've gotten one of my 2 mounts, and I'm very, very close to getting, you'll see right down here, my second mount. Now, there are a couple of other transmogs. There is a banner, but I wish the banner had turned into a toy. That would have been nice. It's just something a banner that can only be really used here in this area. So I've been plugging away at that while I had a little time in between patches. Right now I've been trying to get back into running some more mount runs. I'm very excited. I've been running the Wintergrass one that goes inside the dungeon, but you have to have it be controlled by a certain faction. I ran all my Alliance characters yesterday. You have 4 chances, and dang, that thing hasn't dropped yet. I know their percentage is a little better than some, but my goodness. I'd be curious if you want to share in the comments as well, maybe how quickly yours dropped, just to give me some ideas. I am using that add-on there. I think it's what? Rarity. When you hover over one of the bosses, it shows you how many times. I am definitely more than halfway, or in this case, of the 1 in 100th chance of getting one. So, and we know that's not always guaranteed, but that's kind of where I'm at with all these kinds of goody old things right now. Jumping into Q&A. Dr. Fox, if you could live as one of your characters, who would you pick? Well, it would probably be Genalia. I felt very, very close to this character ever since I started, as early as I can remember. I think I even created a WoW vanilla night elf right from day one, or as a human. But I would definitely like to be able to have that little extra magical oomph that humans won't have. But definitely one of these particular characters, I've always felt closest to these characters, and in life anyway, as I continue to try to tone up and lose weight, I'm trying to feel more confident about these. Not that I'm trying to aspire to have my, that skinny, but it's just something. Even as we age a bit, I'm trying to do my best to sort of bounce back to the best of my ability. But that's not really the fact. The fact is just that particular character, and I know right now it looks like a human. It's because I got the dress to kill. That was from the Blingtron. There we go. There she is. And that is definitely the one that I feel the most closest to answer your question with that as well. Dr. Fox, what do you use for editing? Well, right now, I don't know if you've been following me. Every once in a while, I'll drop little hints or little mentions of why my videos literally just get cut either at the beginning and end, and can't really get much else right now. My laptop is overheated. Yes, I use a fan underneath it. That was the one that had more room. Yes, I could put an external hard drive on that. It's pretty much all filled up. And then I was building a slightly better system over here, but I've had to go with a much slower processor and slower motherboard and a slower graphics card. So it won't handle the type of editing I want. It can do very basic stuff when I'm uploading, and I just use the editing software given to me by YouTube. Very primitive, very minimal. I do have a full retail version of the Photoshop there's a step down from that one. There's an Adobe photo that's out there, but it's like a more it's not the one with the subscription. There's one you can still actually buy, and I'm sorry, I'll have to look it up for which one I was using again, because my memory won't work at the moment. So that's all I can mention about that. And Dr. Fox, are you plugging away at anything else? Well, as I mentioned earlier in one of my other updates, I have briefly been playing some Pokemon Sword on the side. I haven't had a lot of time for it. I was hoping to get further than I usually. Most of the time I get through being able to at least beat the Elite Four, but I haven't even got barely out of the starting zone still. I've just been so overwhelmed with so many other things going on, and my dad's been sick, and I just have a lot going on here right now. So it's been very, very, very challenging to deal with a lot of things right now this time of year, and there's other things going on. I've been doing a lot of work around the house. The good news is a quick update on that. We were able to get a plumber in the other week and get the hot and cold lines run to the on-demand hot water heater. That's not fully hooked up though, because sadly, due to the holiday season, we can't get a gas person out here until like January 6th. So it's still going to be a while before I have hot water. But the other good update is, as of yesterday, the goal was before Christmas was for me to frame in the floor of the bathroom, the raised floor. So I have raised the floor now. Well, I know that 2x4s are slightly less than 4 inches. It's like 3 something inches. Anyway, I've built the floor up now at about approximately 3-ish to 4-ish inches off the ground so far, so that the plumber is ready to come in. And so I'm very, very happy and content that at least we're finally ready for them to come in, and I hope finish the job and finish running the hot and colds. The hot and cold did get hooked up to the washing machine, so at least I'm able to do some clothing. But again, it's cold water still until the gas person comes here very, very soon. Now, it's only about 2 weeks out from this update, so I'm sure I'll be throwing out some updates with that. So in the meantime, I hope you all get to, once again, as I started off, this is a great way to come back around. Have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, just a happy day if you don't celebrate anything. And I hope, and speaking of Hanukkah, the first day of it kicks off. If you're seeing this right when this video comes out on Sunday, the 23rd, first day of Hanukkah, starts for my Jewish friends. And for that, we will, shortly after that, for my Canadian friends, here Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, coming up Thursday. And Winter Veil will continue. And remember, if you want to get in your rep grind right now, it's a good time with this WoW 15th anniversary. You get your extra 15% experience and rep going on as well. So just a heads up on that. And by the way, a quick reminder for those that have been waiting over a year, like I used to do, for the pets and mounts. Yeah, finally, officially, they are finally half price again. The mounts are, most of them are down to $12.50. It's just that war horse that comes with the toy. It's $15. Speaking of the toys, the 2 toys are on sale for $5. That's not too bad, but still, I know. All right, some people transaction. I get it. Locked behind these, yeah, I know. And then a bunch of the pets. Now, not excluding Dottie, of course, and the one that came out earlier this year, and for mounts, excluding the 2 that have. Basically, it's about general. This is just a general idea that it's usually the mounts and the pets that have come out with the past year that will be full price. Anything prior to pretty much this time last year is on sale. So go and check that out if you've been waiting all year patiently for those. And I hope you all get to have a very, very good holiday, and I hope you can find the joy in it. A lot of people get all grumpy and pissy and attitude and issue and just another day and that's not talking about the folks who don't celebrate it. These are individuals within my anyway, long story. I hope you all can hang in there. We know it's a rough time. We know it's a stressful time, and as a doctor and physician, I will say one thing. This is Dr. Fox. Remember to take 2 deep breaths. 2 joyous moments to look for in the holiday. And remember to call me in the morning after the holiday. And then we will see you later.